Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I have a very interesting article. I didn't expect this one, to be honest with you. And it is about that big, strong, big, bold Erdogan, the president of Turkey. I did not expect him to know about this individual. I didn't expect him to even have an opinion on this guy. I didn't know that he might have the balls to even utter or mention this guy's name. And I'm talking about Soros, George Soros, the Hungarian investor and philanthrop. This is the politically correct terminology I have to use. So this article comes from Sputnik. Oh my God, not Sputnik again. Well, if they say whatever these weasels are not saying, then I'm going to use them. This article comes from October, I was about to say 10, 6th, 2022. Turkish president says US billionaire Soros, and I'm quoting YouTube, buys journalists, end quote. Oh my, let's see if he's got any, probably he's not going to provide any arguments, he's just going to say it. Turkish President Recep Erdogan said on Thursday that US billionaire George Soros, quote-unquote, buys journalists, end quote. We know that. Thank you very much for saying it. As Erdogan and Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev were on their way to a meeting on the sidelines of the European political community in Prague, a correspondent of the Armenian Radio Liberty, listed as a foreign media agent in Russia, approached the leaders. Aliyev jokingly told Erdogan that these are Soros's people, referring to the journalist. Erdogan said that, quote-unquote, Soros buys journalists, and urged the correspondent to make the right news, according to Turkish TV station TRT Haber. And I'm quoting, tell Soros that we are brothers here and brothers everywhere. No one can shake our unity, Aliyev was quoted as saying by the broadcaster. US financier and investor George Soros is actively involved in politics. Soros and his foundations, Open Society Foundation, such a great one, have been repeatedly accused of interfering in internal affairs and organizing coups in a number of states. Well, I can tell you this. When I was a little boy, more than a little boy, at the time I was a teenager, I didn't know much about the world at that time, only that girls are cute. And then there was that great revolution in Romania, 1989. And when that occurred, there was another, some protest in the country. And some people mentioned this. Oh, these are Soros's people. Soros paid them. That's why they're protesting. There are agitators and they're paid by Soros and his foundations or whatever the term they use, organizations, I think they go. And I said, who the? He's Soros. I don't know who. People pay people. Come on, man. I was 16, right? So you can calculate, right? So who the hell knows? What the hell? I was thinking, who's this Soros? And then little by little, I was bombarded without me. I didn't, okay, let's, Soros, who that is. I started hearing Soros and Soros and Soros again. And then it's very funny when these guys are referring to Soros as here I say Soros. Anyway, Soros. When they refer to Soros as a Hungarian, investor, philanthrop, and fantastic. Well, I can tell you that he comes from Hungary, but he is a Zelensky. He's a Zelensky, he's a Zmihal, he's a Reznikov, and he's a, what's the other guy's, Yermak. So there are four leaders in Ukraine, four leaders. One is the president, the other one is what? Vice president or whatever he is, foreign minister, whatever he is, Zmihal, next in line. Then is the defense minister, the the guy in charge of the army, which is Reznikov, and then is the chief of staff, the head of the president's office, which is Yermak with K at the end. All these four play the same hora and they sing the same song, and they are in charge of the Ukrainian nation. Okay? You may say, as an American, so what, Emil? Well, go and ask those guys over there and ask them how well. Oh, well, he serves them well. Really? Is he serving them, or is he serving them? And is he or they, this group of four, are they, oh, we got the triumvirate, no, it's four, I can remember. How are they called? I can remember. After the fall of the Roman Empire or something like this, or before the fall of the empire, after, it was something like 400 and something or 500 CE, Common Era. They have four emperors or something, four leaders of the Roman Empire. Now these are, but they all share the same. It was after the fall of Rome, by the, was it Visigoths, whatever there was, goats, not goats, but anyway. So these guys are in charge of this country. Now Soros, who's one of them, Zelensky, it's fine. That's fine. I met many people good and many people bad. Many Romanians bad and many Jews good. Okay, I never made a proportion to see who's who and what's what. But we all have them. Now you can say, see, Emil, there's no problem with that. Well, it's not. But in my country, in my family, I want my father to be the chief of my family, not a guy that, I don't know, just came into my house sometime and then he became the leader of my family. That's a preference, okay? That's the preference. If you like that, that's fine. I do not. I want my father to be the chief of my house, okay? Not someone who came over 5 years ago. All right, so in this case, Soros. They call him this. Remember, if you don't know, what did Soros do in the Second World War? He said those were the best times of his life. You know why? Because he was collaborating with some people. Remember those people? The guys that had that guy in charge. Remember that guy? Right? So he collaborated with them to tell on his fellow Jews. This is Soros. It's not me saying that. It's not a conspiracy theory. He said it. Now we did it. We did this. We did this. We made a lot of money. We saved our skin, and there you have it. So this is Soros, and he made a lot of money with speculating on the stock market. He's a speculant. Smart? Yeah. Smart? Yeah. But then he wants to change the world to fit his view of the world, and it's not really a good one. Not a good one. I don't like it. Some people might like it, obviously, right? But I do not like it. But who cares, right? Nevertheless, he buys a lot of exactly what these guys claim in their little conversation, if that's true, obviously. And so be it. The problem is, once you know it, you're not going to believe again this station, those guys. But how do you find out? It's hard to find out. Because they're not going to tell you, well, you know what? I do this and I do that. And I think even Orban took advantage of some of Soros's finance when he went to college, because Orban, I think he was a leftist. He was a communist on Soros's eyeballs or whatever, and then he switched to nationalist and they say populist and whatever. He's working for his country, and I think he's doing good things. Makes mistakes? Yes, like we all do. And I'm not trying to defend him. He got voted 4 times. What do you expect? Again, he has an approval rating of what, 70 or something? Look at Biden. He's below 40 or around 40. And he's not even know if it's... Anyway. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Soros. Good job, Erdogan. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.